Motherfucking God, I wasn't here 3,000 years ago when they strung Jesus ass up. I wasn't even around. Didn't have nothing to do with that shit. You mean to tell me, Hebrew God, you punishing me for something 3,000 years ago? Fuck you. I'm serving the devil. Hell is you talking about? Man, please, I'm going over here with white Jesus and seeing all the way before I get in the casket. Right before I get in the casket, I jump out and say, forgive me for all my sins and get to go to heaven. That's the Jesus I want. Them stipulations you Hebrew niggas got, you can't do this. You can't wear that. All you niggas arguing and fussing about your God. You don't never hear white Jesus and them white folks arguing about Jesus and they God. They don't do that shit. Them people have quiet service. Even when they bury white folks, it's quiet. Ain't nobody hooping and hollering with that Hebrew shit. Man, them people way more civilized with the New Testament and the Old Testament. Fuck that Hebrew God. He too mean. He don't let you have no fun. You can't get your dick sucked. And after you get through getting your dick sucked, say, Lord, forgive me. Knowing you gonna do it again. That's the God I want.
All right, Shalom. Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. I'd also like to give double honors to my elders and apostles at Great Millstone that do well. And I would like to say peace and salutations to the Lord's elect, the hopeful elected in 1/3, and Lord's will this lesson to be edifying as well as exhorting to the sincere sheep of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakwadash, and the Wadi Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakwadash for giving me the inspiration to do this lesson. And as the title reads, do you want to see a spiritually dead body? All right. And this is another video, okay, which fair use, all right, but this is another video of the infamous 2/3 captain, Charleston White, and I'm not upset, okay, is it wicked? Yeah, but at the end of the day, it's prophecy, okay, and there's a few titles I wanted to give this quick lesson, not going to be long, but you have to understand that there are portions of our people that ultimately were just set up to be signs and wonders of the curses. Okay, so you got portions of our people that are set up to show you that we are the Hebrew Israelites through the righteousness and prophecy, and you have other Israelites that are set up to show you who we are according to wickedness and curses. Okay, and real quick, this is well, I guess I could go to 9, but let me just get this one real quick. This is 2nd Ezra 8 and 1. It says, and he answered me saying, the Most High has made this world for many, but the world to come for few. So there's only a few of the Israelites that are going to be delivered on this side pertaining to the mass majority of the population of Jacob and Babylon. All right. So we have examples of our people that were just ultimately born in vain. And Charleston White is just an example of that. Okay. So, you know, of course you can get mad. All right. Of course you can get upset, but this is just to show you the scriptures. Okay. Now real quick, 2nd Ezra 9 and 22, it says, let the multitude perish then, which has been born in vain. All right. You have to understand that 2/3 of our people here in Babylon were ultimately born in vain. They came to serve their position. All right. They were given a certain lot and they're living it. Okay. So Charleston White is a great example of Isaiah, the 1st chapter, 2nd Ezra's, 2nd Peter's, the 2nd chapter, which I'm going to grab. And there's many more of our people that are great examples just like this. Okay. So what you're looking at is a spiritual dead body, or shall I say spiritual dead bodies. Okay. Because I can also get Revelations 11. So let me make this quick point. It says, verse 22, let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain, and let my grape, the elect, be kept in my plant, for with great labor have I made it perfect. So we're going through great labor right now to be made perfect in the eyes of Yahweh Shemel Shai, and that perfection only comes through the name of Yahweh Shai. All right. Now, real quick, the brother posted a precept, so I can grab it right here. All right, this is GMS 4 Winds, Revelations 11 and 8, and their dead bodies. See, do you want to see a spiritual dead body? Well, that's what you're looking at when you see Jake. We are witnessing what Ezekiel saw in the 37th chapter, and more ways than one, because we see the flesh, the sinews, we see the breath, okay, and we also see the dry bones. All right, that is a dead body. Okay, that's all it is. So we're just using him as an example for edification to show you, even in wickedness, even Jake's wickedness, they show you the characteristics of the Lord's people. Okay, the curses are a sign and a wonder for you to identify today who the Lord's chosen people are. And even in wickedness, you can see who the Lord's people is. It says, and their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, and we know Babylon, okay? And it says, which spiritually is called Sodom. Dwayne Wade can show you that. And Egypt, all right? The average working class Israelite man can show you that, all right? Holes in our bag, bust in our ass, the curse of Adam, sweat on our brow, okay? We can definitely tell you this is Egypt, all right? And it says, where also our Lord was crucified. Hence why he said, I want that white Jesus, because Yahweh Shai was crossed out, the image, the name, okay, and it was replaced, you see? So this is why our people are choosing, quote unquote, another God, okay? So let's go right into Isaiah, all right? And this ain't the first time that he said something outlandish. I mean, I have my personal opinion on the matter, but my personal opinion doesn't matter, because what he's doing is blatantly showing you, like I said, Isaiah and so on. So I'll go into it. Even if Jake is joking or doing this for content or shock value, at the end of the day, you reap what you sow. Okay, and Yahweh Bashim Shai is nothing to play with. So let's just start at 3. The brother, which this was GMS Get This Work. Subscribe to this brother if you haven't. Very beautiful and edifying videos. I also had Googled what he had said. I found it on Google, but I just chose to use this brother's video. All right, fair use. So Adon Ratazah, there's no copyright. As they say, Lord forbid a nigga's outlandish behavior is copyrighted by Esau, so we can't talk about it, because that's what Esau does. He capitalizes off Jake's ignorance, okay, which ignorance means not to know, all right? So Isaiah 1 and 3, it says, the ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib, but Israel does not know, my people does not consider. And the statements that he was making is a statement that a man would make that has no consideration, okay, has no consideration, and that's a scary thing, all right? That's actually a scary thing. Now, let me just do this real quick. I'll make this brother a moderator. All right, this is, let's just go to this word consider. Okay, real quick. I just want to see what it says. Consider, to perceive, discern. So our people do not have the discernment, okay? This is why when you see Jake on the street, if the Lord is not compelling them to talk to you or to search and get edification, well, the lights are on, as they say, when no one's home, okay? So they don't have the spirit to discern, all right? So these statements that he's making in this video is a man that does not discern, okay, that he's going to be judged for these actions. But like I said, this is just an example of a spiritual dead body, all right? And he was saying a whole bunch of different stuff that we don't teach or believe in. Look, he said, F you, I'm serving the devil, okay? This is just a great example to show you the level of wickedness that our people will go and have gone, and why judgment follows, okay? You have to understand in this walk the level of wickedness that our people go to and why the Lord's going to judge them. Like, I'll give you a good example, okay? Let's give you a good example. So yesterday in my searching, I looked up Thomas Thistlewood, okay, which this was a complete demon, all right? This guy right here was a complete demon to our people in the islands of Banyamyam, okay, Benjamin, right? So you look this up, you're like, damn, this is foul. You know what happened to our people. And then in modern day, let me do this, partying Let me take the caps off. Check this out. Partying during hurricane. I don't know if it's a hurricane or a tornado. Let me check this. Let's see what pops up. Well, you know what? I could probably go to a brother's video and that'll show you even right here. Okay. So here it is. Yesterday, I'm looking up terrible things that Esau did to our people while in Jamaica. And then in real time, okay, I'm also watching the ancestors of our people that suffered that violence now standing, twerking, gyrating, dry humping, okay, as the Lord is sending a hurricane, which is a sign of him visiting the earth. This is what our people are doing as the Lord is bringing judgment. So in one instant, you know, you're like, damn, man, what happened to Jake? It's effed up and it's foul. Just give me a moment. In one instant, you're looking like, damn, man, Esau needs to be judged. You know, this shit is terrible. Righteous recompense needs to happen. But then in the same breath, I say, I see why the Lord's got to get Jake. I see why the Lord is going to bring horrific judgment on his people. Okay. Jamaica said, F that curfew, ho, despite heavy rains and winds associated with category 4. Exactly. So see, in one breath, you get upset, then another, you see why judgment happens. Okay. So the Lord is preparing us and showing us why he's going to bring that judgment. Lack of discernment. They do not understand with their mind. Okay. Their mind is not towards the Lord. Remember, the Lord pondereth the heart, meaning the mind. And Jake is showing you exactly what's going on in that little brain of theirs. All right. So you want to see a dead body? Well, go to World Star. Okay. They're spiritually dead. All right. Good precept. Let's get that as well. Okay. Right here. Perfect precept, actually. Proverbs 21:16, the man that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead. See, spiritually dead, gone. No one's home. All right. It's like, of course, we rebuke, we exhort, and we correct, but there is a level of spiritual maturity that comes upon you. It's like you in the world, you know, this guy's messing with you or doing something, but you perceive that he's touched in the head, so you don't fully get upset, you know, because he's done upstairs. Okay, so that's where the Lord is bringing us. Like, nope, they're just done, and they're smitten with madness, and they need to be destroyed. It says, sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity. Okay, a seed of evildoers. So you're witnessing the scriptures. Okay, these Jakes are necessary characters with these characteristics for us to see the scriptures come to life, whether good or bad. The Lord is showing us the roles that our people have been designed to live right now. Because if we didn't have Charleston White, if we didn't have the 2/3, then who would we use these scriptures for? Okay, everyone has a part to play, and you're just looking at their part in the movie. It reminds me of that scene, which I remember the elder apostle Tahar was talking about years ago. Danny Glover caught slack because of his character in The Color Purple. Okay, like in the movie Low Down Dirty Shame, Jada Pinkett went up and punched a dude that was just the actor on that soap opera. All right, because she got emotionally involved. So yeah, at times we're going to get upset. We're going to put a curse on you because it's needed. But at the end of the day, we have spiritual peace, and we see why the actions are being taken or statements made by these in particular Israelites, because they're living out prophecy. Okay, they are a part of prophecy. It says children that are corrupters, they have forsaken the Lord. Didn't he say, he said, F you, I'm serving the devil. Okay, so how could this scripture be applied to our people if we don't see the characteristics of our people applying the role of these scriptures? All right, it's a movie, right? It says they are forsaken Yahweh Bashem El Shai. Yep, they said F you, F the Hebrew God. I'm going to serve white Jesus, right? That's okay. That's okay, because all of this is going to get handled in Jacob's trouble. All right. And it says they have provoked the Holy One of Israel to anger. And this is how you see it. So when you read in the scriptures about Jake bringing in idols, serving Moloch, the queen of heaven, baking cakes, weeping for Tammuz, what you are reading is ultimately a video you see on World Star, black woman in a circle with a pentagram in the middle, all these things. We're literally watching the scriptures of Jake come to life. Okay. So when we think about the past, you have to also apply the wickedness that our people were in as well, because I noticed majority of these other Hebrew Israelite camps, they just scratch the surface. They just talk about what Esau has done, which I'm not taking away from that, but there's a lot that needs to be addressed when it comes to our people, and not just come back to the laws. You need to address the wicked portions, ultimately the 2/3, and how our people have gone astray even before Esau got involved. All Esau did was reintroduce the left hand to Jake. Jake was already doing that. Jake been on that so-called African god tip, okay? They've been doing that stuff. It's just now with Esau in power, he's compiled all these ancient false gods and demons into one room, and now Jake has to worship them to have quote-unquote power success. It says they have provoked the Holy One unto anger. They are gone away backward. That's it. But we are going what? Forward. Okay. So we use these situations as examples of edification. But at the end of the day, hey, he that is filthy, let him be filthy still. He that is righteous, let him be righteous still. All right. We all are playing our part. It says, why should you be stricken anymore? Ye will revolt more and more and more. The whole head is sick and the whole heart faint. See that? The whole head is sick. They're through. From the sole of the foot even unto the head, there is no soundness in it, but wounds and bruises and putrefying sores. They have not been closed, neither bound up, neither mollified with ointment. So right here is showing you that Jake is spiritually dead, okay, from the neck up, spiritually, okay? And now they have these characteristics of just wild like animals that are getting ready to be put down. That's why a culling is coming, all right? Look, culling, what is a culling definition? Reduction of wild animal population by selective slaughter. See? So Jake has been selected to be slaughtered, and they're going to be treated as wild animals just like they act. You want to act like a wild ass bull, well, you're going to be put down just the same. Okay. Isaiah 51. Let me see real quick. Isaiah 51:20. Thy sons have fainted. They lie at the head of all the streets as a wild bull in a net. They are full of the fury of the Lord, the rebuke of thy power. So Jake is a wild bull, and a great culling is going to reduce the number of these wild bulls and their wild actions, which in one hand, that's Esau's agenda at an attempt of a new world order. But on the right hand, that is prophecy being fulfilled of Jacob's trouble. The slain of the Lord shall be many. Okay. And Jake is just showing you it. What a great example of a spiritual dead body. But these as natural brute beasts made to be taken and destroyed. So you as a brother and you as a sister have to have in your mind's eye when dealing with our people that some of them, majority of them, have been made to be taken and ultimately destroyed. Okay. So that whole black love, black love, brown love, black unity, you got to get that demon out of your mind, because that's not the will of Yahweh Shemel Shai. That's actually the wine of Babylon. So you're really mixing two worlds in the one so that you can comfortably drink this cup. No, it doesn't work like that. Okay. It says, look at this. It says, speak evil of things that they understand not. That's what he's doing. He's speaking evil of things he ultimately doesn't discern or understands. Okay. This is why I said they do not consider. What a great example. What a great example of the scriptures, man. Yet again, even Jake's wickedness proves who we are as a people. Because my question back is, what is the explanation of the actions and characteristics of so-called black and brown people today? And what would you do to explain that according to the Bible? Because if you just say, oh, well, the love of many waxes cold. Well, why do I see the characteristics of wickedness and rebellion that was on the Israelite people? Why do I see that same spirit on the so-called black and brown people today? Okay, because what Jake is showing you is actually the doctrine that Edomite Christians use. Oh, well, the Jews denied him and they forsook him, so he opened it up to the Gentiles. That's what you're seeing. You're seeing why the Lord judged his people. Okay, you're actually seeing why the Lord had to judge his people. So let's just keep going. It says, speak evil of things that they understand not, the truth, the camps, the brothers, the Israelites, the prophets, the teachers, and shall utterly perish in their own corruption. So death is coming. Now, some Jakes are set up to die publicly as the days grow closer to the end. But ultimately, majority of these Israelites, these wicked Jakes that you see that are forsaken and speaking evil, they're just being prepared for slaughter. They're being prepared for the judgment to come in Jacob's trouble. So if Charleston White were to pass now, that would be mercy compared to the judgment he would receive in the time of Jacob's trouble. Hence why it says that the righteous scarcely be saved, Now, let's go to this real quick. I'm about to wrap it up. Amos 9:8, it says, behold, the eyes of the Lord are upon the sinful kingdom. And in context, this is talking about our land when we were in rulership, but we use this for Babylon today, which Jake's actions fit this as well. Not only Esau's sinful actions in his kingdom, but Jake as well. Behold, the eyes of the Lord power are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord. And the house of Jacob isn't going to be destroyed. Why? Because you have the elect. You have the house of David. Okay? So the house of Saul is going to be destroyed here in Babylon. All right. 2/3 are going to be destroyed here in Babylon. And the Lord is showing us why. Okay. We're actually seeing why. And Jake is blatantly showing you. Okay. Blatantly show you a donkey of the day, as they say. And we're only going to see more action. Okay. You got him in the limelight right now. Okay. So you got a lot of Jakes that are showing you why judgment is coming. The Israelite man and the Israelite woman, they're both showing you it, okay? She's twerking, he's grinded, she's shaking, all right? While the Lord is bringing judgment. You wanted to twerk while the Lord brought a flood. So great judgment is coming, okay? And the Lord is preparing our mind for this time of no other, all right? Real quick, Proverbs 1:20, wisdom crieth without, she uttereth her voice in the streets. She crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the opening of the gates. And guess what? The Anton Daniels rode by, wisdom crying out. And you know what he told wisdom? Y'all broke. When wisdom is more precious than any ruby, stone, gold, silver, or anything that has been desired carnally on earth cannot be compared to the wisdom that has been commanded to rest over the Lord's elect. And a 2/3 who got fiat currency, okay, tangible money that means nothing, rode by, saw that wisdom, and said, y'all broke. So it was very spiritual. And it says, she uttereth her words, in the city, she uttereth her words, saying, how long, ye simple ones, that Jake, they simple. How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? They're going to love it all the way until the end, okay? How long is Jake going to be spiritually dead? Until destruction comes. Let me go to Isaiah 6. All right. So these precepts give us understanding of where our people at or where they're going to be at until destruction. Because I notice there's a different spirit with these other Hebrew Israelite camps, and they act as if coming back to the law is what's going to deliver us out of this kingdom. That's not true. That's not how it's going to play out. Okay. Now it says, Isaiah, because it said, how long will you love simplicity? We're going to tell you how long. Isaiah 6 and 9. And he said, go and tell this people, hear ye indeed, but understand not, and see ye indeed, but perceive not. Make the heart of this people fat and make their ears heavy. So ultimately, he ain't acting like this by choice. This is by judgment. This is by selection. Okay. This is by predestination. The spirit of the prophets is subject to prophets. So he's been subjugated to this role in his conception. All right. So this ain't you. You don't have a choice in being a coon nigga. All right. You don't have a choice. This is who you've been set up to be on this side. This is why it said they were born in vain. This is all you were set up to do, my man. Okay. So don't think too highly of yourself. It says, make the mind of this people fat and make their ears heavy and shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes and hear with their ears and understand with their heart and convert and be healed. See, the whole head is sick. They need to be healed, but they can't be healed. Okay. Then said I, Lord, how long? And he answered until the cities be wasted without inhabitant and the houses without man and the land be utterly desolate. So Jake is going to be in this mindset until destruction, okay? Until the Lord brings that judgment. So this is how long the simple ones are going to be simple. So with you understanding that, your quote unquote energy or your direction that you're being used to teach or inspired to speak or think, you now have more understanding and you're not worried about majority of Jake because you know majority of them are going to be destroyed. But you have other Hebrew Israelite camps that act as if they can go reach out and touch someone and bring them back to the law that everything's going to be okay. Those guys are tripping, okay? They got a free will demon on them. We move by prophecy. If the Lord ain't opening you up or dealing with you, we're not wasting time with you. We're not going to these parades and telling you to come. No, we're here to prophesize the judgment coming. Okay. And it says, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity until the cities be destroyed? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. This is just a fool. This is all this is. This is just a fool. Okay. Now, the conversation with a fool is irksome, but there's spiritual maturity that you will walk and grow into in this truth where you understand actions and the statements that are made. Okay. The scriptures say, yeah, I hate them with perfect hatred. But at the end of the day, this isn't no, this is just, here is an example that we can use for edification. What does that say? I think Second Timothy's, real quick, I'm about to wrap it up. Second Timothy, I think 3:16. Let's see what that says. 2 Timothy 3:16. All scripture is given by the inspiration of Yahweh and is profitable for doctrine, for reproof, for correction, for instruction in righteousness. So all these examples that are being brought forth are for the doctrine's sake, for reproof, and for correction. So we're being instructed on what not to be. Okay. Now, look, turn you at my reproof. So see, so the scriptures are here to reprove you. But if you're not set up to be reproved, then, okay, we understand your position. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you, because I have called and ye have refused. I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. So we see the where we're at scripturally. But ye have set at naught all my counsel and would none of my reproof. So what's going to happen? I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as a desolation and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish come upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. See, for they hated knowledge and did not choose to fear the Lord. They would none of my counsel. They despised all my reproof. Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way and be filled with their own devices. For the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. This is a prosperous fool, okay? But he's getting ready to be destroyed, and we see why. The Lord is showing us spiritual dead bodies and how death for them is better than life, because they refuse life, because ultimately they were set up to choose death rather than life. Remember, the scriptures say, choose you this day, life or death. We'll end it right there. But their choice was already made. That's scary. Their choice was already made. Or is it 28? It could be 28. It just came to mind. Let's put life or death. Could be 28 and 15. I know there's a 15 in it. Let's see. That's okay. I'll go right here. All right. Choose. Just give me a minute. Choose you this day, life or death. And majority of our people are choosing death, like they chose Barabbas. 30, excuse me. Deuteronomy 30, just going to get to the point, 19. And I call heaven and earth to record this day against you, that I have set before you life, which is the brothers, which is camp, the altar, the name, Yahweh Shemel Shai, the prophesizing, the teaching, the channels, the in and season, the out of season, and death, Babylon, Esau, covenant with death, covering cast, gross darkness, world star, right? Blessing and cursing. Therefore, choose life, that both thou and thy seed may live, that thou mayest love the Lord thy power, and that thou mayest obey his voice, and that thou mayest cleave unto him. For he is thy life and the length of thy days, that thou mayest dwell in the land. Just give me a second. And may dwell in the land which the Lord sware unto thy fathers, to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob, to give them. So only the elect, okay, the small remnant, all right, has been elected and selected to choose life, while the rest of Jake has been set up to choose death. So we are witnessing spiritual dead bodies and in a great number, okay, in a very great number. But this is all according to prophecy. And the Lord is building us up in the spirit through the Holy Spirit to be okay with this, to be content, to cleave to him while he may be found, and call upon him while he's near. This is just, that's, they say, this is the skinny of it, okay? This is just the raw truth of the scriptures. So I'm gonna leave it there. Just another great example for us to see, better them than me. You remember that as a child when your sibling got their ass whooped and you didn't? What did you jump? Did you jump over your brother and sister and take the beating of the belt? No. Hey, I'm glad I ain't get my ass whooped. And that's where we're coming. We're gonna be happy that it ain't us. What Vin Rhames saying, Dawn of Dead, better them than me. So hey, at the end of the day, we're just going to pray that we're of the Lord's number, and that the Lord delivers us and his will is done. We are learning to accept the will of the Lord. All right. So, hey, call halal, Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rakakwadash. Double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone that do group well. Peace and salutations to the Lord's elect. With that being said, Shalom.